What's up, y'all? I'm back in this hoe. Let me take these off. I'm back in this hoe with another topic video. Hey, I'm a trapper, not a rapper, okay? It's Mello, aka Aphrodite Jones, in this bitch. And we're gonna do another topic video / probably rant style. I don't know. I'ma just talk. I'm just gonna let it flow and let it be what it be. But the topic discussion is damn, why I can't talk? I literally just said this word. Disciplinary. Disciplinary or abuser. We're gonna be talking about our parents in general, young parents, new parents, old parents. It don't fucking matter. Parents and children, whether you a grown-ass adult now, whether it's your child, whether it's somebody else's child, whatever. We all a child to somebody, and everybody got parents biologically in some shape, form, or fashion. I said biologically, so. Okay, so, let me calm my energy down, because this topic is very near and dear to my heart, and I feel like speaking about something such as this will help heal a lot of people from their trauma, from their childhood trauma and dealing with their parents, and even the trauma that they may face now dealing with their parents, shit that they ain't never thought of or put into perspective. I hope that this video puts some things into perspective. I just want people to be aware and heal. That is the purpose. But it's just like, I just want to talk about this because this topic has been coming up in my orbit, coming to my mind's eye, a lot. And it's just like, it's triggering. It's triggering as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. It's somebody who is still healing from childhood trauma, specifically dealing with parental authority figures. It's very traumatic and triggering for me to see a lot of shit that go down on social media with parents and their children. So I got like a few little notches on my paper or whatever. I don't really know which one I'm gonna get to. Okay, so embarrassing children on social media is popping out at me. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of this lately, and it's very distasteful for so many different reasons. But I feel like these parents who get on social media to embarrass their child, with the intentions of, oh, I'm gonna let the world see what you was doing. I'm gonna let the world see how you embarrass me as a parent. These parents miss the biggest thing, the biggest lesson in it, which is, this makes you look no better, especially since your child is a reflection of you. So whatever they are doing or not doing has been implemented by you as a parent in some shape, form, or fashion, regardless whether you like to see it that way or admit it or not. But it be the fucking truth. I mean, and that depends on what the fuck you are or not doing as a parent, okay? And a lot of parents don't like to hear this shit because they get so easily defensive when somebody try to tell them what they done wrong or what they could have done better as parents, instead of them trying to take constructive criticism for what it is and try to implement that shit, try to, be apologetic, try to right their wrongs in some shape, form, or fashion. They get on the defense and they try to say, well, you did this, you did it. You sound like a fucking fool as a parent arguing with your child, regardless of how old the child is. I don't give a fuck if your child is 52 years old. You sound crazy when you try to go back and say, well, as a parent, I did this because you did this as a child. Trying to blame the victim, which is the child, that suffer whatever type of abuse that they did from their parent, saying, well, I was like this because you was like this. No, you was like that because that's who you were. As a person, as a parent, that's who you were. You were abusive because of the things that happened in your life, and you projected that pain and that heaviness onto your child because you didn't know what to do with it. You ain't know how to deal with it. Shit, I'm getting off topic of what the fuck I just said I'm about to start talking about. But that shit needed to be said, obviously. That just came from the heart. Embarrassing children on social media. Oh yeah, like I said, like they fail to realize that it says a lot about them as a parent. Especially you felt the need to put this phone up in your child's face and record them and tell them how wrong they were and how much of a thought they are and how just all types of weird, crazy ass shit that they be projecting on their children. A lot of times they daughters, women, grown ass women on their daughters. We gonna get on mother and daughter trauma, baby. But yeah, like, it's weird. It's fucking weird. And then the amount of people that come and defend these women, the amount of people that come and be like, you know, they try to say that their actions was justifiable in some shape, form, or fashion because the child should know better and the child need to learn a lesson. The people who come to their defense are people who also were abused and they are desensitized from getting their ass beat and being verbally attacked by their parents. They are fucking desensitized, and of course you see no fucking problem with somebody abusing their child because that's what happened to you, and it's probably what you more than ain't no fucking probably 999 times out of 10 that's probably what you do to your fucking child because you see nothing wrong with it. You justifying the behavior doesn't make the shit right. You just is fucked up, that's all. People think just because they come back and I second that motion that anybody gives a fuck, that it makes it any more credible that you coming to somebody's fucking defense and rescue to justify what the fuck they did. That don't mean shit. That just showed me that you a dumbass too, just like this fucking person. God, please forgive me. I'm going to fuck in. But look, I did say, I did, when I pray, I said, let me speak from the heart. So, shit, it is what it is. It is what the fuck it is. Like, people be so quick to fucking justify these very distasteful, insecure-ass actions by these parents when they go on fucking social media and they try to embarrass their child. You're embarrassing yourself, hun. You're embarrassing yourself. It's like, it's disgusting. It's so fucking disgusting, bro. Like, I can think of several instances. Like, I purposely I try not to tap into the type of shit. But I have seen one video or was, I guess, tapped into one story in particular that kind of caught my eye that was constantly popping up on my YouTube timeline. And it was triggering because I experienced something similar to the situation during my childhood. Not to the extent of like that young lady did. But basically it was the dumb... God, please forgive me. It was the lady who... I don't know, whatever her issue was with her daughter. She decided to cut her daughter's hair off on camera. Cut her braids out her head with her rear hair in the fucking braids on camera. That was triggering for me to see, but I felt like it was necessary for me to see because, I don't know. Spirit know what they be doing when they put certain stuff in my view. They know I don't want to see a lot of shit, but it's like sometimes I would be like, you know what, I might need to see this for whatever reason. Maybe this is some type of inspiration I need to speak on a topic or whatever. But it was triggering for me to see. Triggering. Very triggering. And it's just like the videos that I seen after that is like updates and shit with like the mother saying how like how her daughter was fine and she was a hairstylist, so you know what I'm saying, that shit don't matter when your mom can do your hair. And then like asking, putting the girl back on camera without her fucking permission and being like, aren't you okay? Don't you still love me? Like, got this fat ass wig on this fucking 13-year-old girl, however old that girl was. Got this fat ass wig on her head looking crazy and shit. She didn't need to wear a fucking wig before your ass. And it's like, let's really break that down. Let's just confirm how nothing about that was okay, and how you look just as fucking stupid trying to get back online, try to justify your actions and try to say that, oh, I told her that I was gonna cut her fucking hair if I caught her doing this again, trying to make it seem like because you said this once before that it was okay and that you were hairstylist. Like, none of that makes it right. Excuses and deflecting, that's what that is. But so if you look in the act of which the abuse was, which is, I'm going to cut your hair. So first off, violating her body, taking something away from her, thief. Trying to dim her light. As a woman, we all know that as a fucking woman, our hair is very important to us. Very extremely fucking important to us as a woman when it comes to our esteem, our vanity, our confidence, and the way we look and the way we choose to show up for the fucking world. So the fact that you decide to take something from her as if it was fucking yours, as if you had the right to do it, all of that within itself is like major red flag, major violation, major just, it's disgusting as fuck. But then forcing this little girl to get back on camera and then be like, see, tell the world that you still love me. Like, she's fine. Like, the world thinks that you're, like, depressed. Like, tell them that you're not depressed. I think the girl was, like, 14. I don't know. She was 13, 14. I can't fucking remember. And then it was just, like, so you feel ashamed. You know that you're guilty, and that's why you're forcing your daughter, once again, to get back on fucking camera to embarrass her. So it's like you really just trying to project all this fuck. That was so the level of trauma that is like to the fucking 10th power, to the 10th degree, to the simple fact that you recorded this and you put it out there for the entire world to see. Millions of people seen that video. Millions of people talked about that video, reposted that video, commented on that video. Millions of fucking people. Do you know how fucked up that is as a parent for you to voluntarily do that shit to your child as some type of form of punishment? That says a lot about you and your esteem with yourself, your security with yourself. That sounds like you are jealous of your daughter and you want her to feel how worthless you feel inside, how miserable you feel about yourself. You are upset that she is pretty, that she is young, that boys probably give her attention and that like her. You are upset that her hair is pretty and that she can do all types of certain shit. You are jealous of your child. And once a lot of fucking grown-ass women accept the fact that they are jealous of their daughters, that they are resentful to their daughters, a lot more healing can start beginning to take place. It's a fucking problem with it. You want this girl, your child, the fucking baby that you pushed out of your womb, you want her to feel as low as you do about yourself. That's sick. That's literally mental illness. That's sickness. That's sickness. That's fucking sickness. Therapy needed. Like, I'm not fucking joking. I'm not joking. Like I said, I might have to go get my motherfucking charger, because this gonna be a minute. Because look, this gonna be a minute. I'ma be right back, you know, just real quick. I should have grabbed my damn glasses because I can't see shit. Lordy. Yeah, okay. We got the charger. But yeah, like, I just, for me, it be the people that defend this shit. Like, it's like, yes, homegirl got fucking issues, most definitely. But I look more at the people who be like, that's her daughter, she can do what she wanna do. Y'all be too worried about other people. Well, first the fuck of all, this person decides to put it on social media for the entire world to see. So once you do that, all that other shit is out the fucking window. All that y'all be too worried about other people. Ain't you fucking worried? Ain't that the reason why you come in on this fucking post? It's just like, just shut the fuck up. Like, just shut up. Don't try to justify shit. Because the only reason why you justifying shit is because you was abused too and you ain't healed from this shit. So you don't see nothing wrong with it. So just shut the fuck up. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we charging now. Boom. Butter, boom. Ooh, okay. And so, yes. So let's see. Oh, that was actually like literally the next little bullet point. People used to being abused by their parents, so they see nothing wrong with the behavior. They are desensitized. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like we gotta. I'ma call you back. I don't feel like we gotta go more into that. It is what it is. Like, people who have also been abused, who are desensitized and have not realized that they were abused, see nothing wrong with their behavior. So at times, that tends to be their motivation to come and defend the abusers. And we already discussed the why, so we ain't even got to get into it no deeper. It is what the fuck it is. Everybody need therapy. We all need therapy. We all need somebody to talk to. We all need a little guidance, a little direction to be like, maybe this is what you should look at. Maybe this is what you should pay attention to. Maybe this is what you need to heal from. So let's talk about parents disliking other parents and how they take that shit out on the children, how that creates resentment from one parent to the child or children. Because what I'm also seeing is parents, women and men, being upset with the parent. 9 times out of 10, it's like a baby mama, baby daddy situation. So two people who are normally not married trying to co-parent. The other parent is 9 times out of 10, for what I've seen as of lately, the stories that have been coming out, these articles, shit that I'm hearing about one parent unaliving or severely abusing the child, it 9 times out of 10 has something to do with the parent trying to get revenge to the other parent, and knowing that they gonna hit them where it hurts. So abuse the fucking child, do something to the child. Now, we might discuss on another day how being conscious and being mindful on who you decide to lay down in the bed with, especially who you decide to ski in or allow somebody to ski in you, how that's a whole different topic for another day. That's a whole different topic. And it ain't gonna be like me shaming nothing or nobody, but it's definitely gonna be me being honest and very straight to the point, very forward in my approach. But I'm guilty too of participating and indulging in adult activities with people that I was about to say should have, but I know I ain't had no business parlaying with these people, because we were just not in alignment. Morally, we probably were not in alignment. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, intellectually, not in fucking alignment. But yeah, like, being more mindful on who you have a child with, and knowing that you have a choice when it comes to shit like that. But also paying attention to the red flags and taking this shit is exactly what they are, red flags. When you see that the other parent is mentally unstable, that's a red flag for you to figure out whatever it is best for you to make sure that you and your child or children are safe from this mentally unstable parent. Because I can't tell you what to do. It's for each individual to try to figure out what's best for me in this situation. But that does not mean ignore the fucking red flags, especially because it's normally some shit that they say first that's like something's wrong with this person. Something's not. I don't trust their mental health. No. It's normally something that they say first. And it's like you never want to constantly ignore the shit that they say. And then it gets to the point to them doing something. And then you start to think and look back on the times where they said some outlandish shit, some shit that made you feel uncomfortable. It made you kind of like, I don't know about that. Like, what the fuck? Like some shit that was very questionable. Like, you never want to wait till they do some shit and then you think back on the times where they said some shit that was questionable. It's like, pay attention to the fucking red flags. Please. That's where we all can start. Paying attention to the red flags and stop trying to love the red flags out of fucking people. A lot of times people show us exactly who the fuck they are. Exactly who they are. Even when they try to hide certain shit, even when they're being deceptive and they're lying and they saying this is who I am, 9 times out of 10 their actions, if they ain't thought out with the action showing you, eventually their true self is gonna come to the surface to the point where they won't be able to hide it anymore, and the actions will speak louder than any fucking thing. Pay attention. Believe people when they say this is who I am. Please. Because parents will be upset and they will harbor resentment towards the child or the children because of the fucking parent. And us as adults, a lot of times we witnessed that, or we was on the brunt end when it came to us growing up as children and our parents not liking each other, not being together. A lot of our daddies out here fucking around on Miss Eugene around the corner, and now you got unknown siblings all through the fucking city and shit. Me. So it's like, but a lot of us can relate to that fucking story. A lot of us can. So it's like, but with that being said, like, you gotta know that a lot of our parents had some type of resentment towards the other parent that more than likely may have transmuted to us, and we felt that. And we would see it in the way of actions, in the way our parents would be with us, whether they called us out our fucking names, whether they said we was ugly, we was stupid, we was this, we was that, whether they were physically abusive, whether they always compared you to the said parent that was not the dominant caretaker, the one who actually raised you, or, you know, was more there in your life. Like, they'll normally say, oh, you ain't shit like your daddy, or you ain't gonna be shit like your daddy, or vice versa. You ain't shit like your mama, you ain't gonna be shit like your mama. You gonna be such and such, just like said parent. You gonna do exactly what the fuck they did. And you know what I'm saying? Like, they spoke those words onto us, and they embedded and ingrained it into us that we was gonna be just like them. We wasn't gonna be shit. We was gonna have a lot of fucking kids and probably be living on fucking welfare and not be shit in life. They spoke that shit onto us because they had some type of resentment towards the other parents because of everything that they said, this is what you're gonna be, this is how you're gonna be, and this is what you're gonna do. They named shit that the other parent did to them. They named shit that the other parent did to them. As an example, from experience, I was told I ain't gonna be shit like my daddy. I'm gonna be lazy like my daddy. I'm gonna be this, and that. I'm probably gonna be in a box, which I'm not, never will be. I rebuke that energy, but I try to be very conscious and aware of things that I speak, even if I'm, you know what I'm saying, if I'm just speaking on what somebody else said to me, I'm still not going to speak them words over myself. So, yeah, motherfuckers telling me I'm going to be in a box behind some bars like my daddy. And it's like, okay, so because he was unfaithful, because he ain't do this, and that, because he did do this, and that, because he went to where he went to, and you upset about that, and you mad because this is the person who you decide to have a child with. Now you're going to project all that pain and trauma that they projected on you. Now you about to transfer that shit to me. Keep in mind that you already birthed me with your trauma inside of me from your body, because you ain't healed from that shit before you had me. So not only did you birth me with your trauma inside of me already into this world, I already came like that with your trauma inside of me, plus 7, 8, 9 generations back of trauma. But you gonna bring me into this world and make me feel like a burden and make me feel like I'm not worthy because of the person that you decided to have a child with. Ooh, baby, we getting balls deep today. We getting balls deep today. This gonna be some man people, but hey, the truth needs to be talked about. Okay, it needs to be fucking talked about. Let's get on to that. The way you speak to children and the way you speak around them matters. They are like sponges. They reflect you. Let's get back to the first part of it. The way you speak to children matter. It does. Motherfuckers think calling them out of their name, calling them ugly motherfuckers and shit, they think that you saying them words to them now as a child that's not going to impact them later on down the line. But let me tell you now, it fucking will. And you want to know the proof, the fucking evidence with that? All you got to do is think back to your fucking childhood. Which one of your parents said some shit to you that lasted all throughout your fucking life, that you can literally think right now on some shit that they said to you that hurt your feelings and that made you feel away, and you can still remember that shit right now to this day? That's called trauma. The fact that you can even still remember some shit that your mama or your daddy or whoever your caretaker was, whoever said that they was there to protect and love you, whatever shit that they said to you that hurt your feelings as a fucking 6-year-old, the reason why you can still remember it to this day is because it traumatized you. That's your fucking evidence. That's your proof that the words you speak onto children matters. And y'all be joking about this shit on Facebook. If I want to call my child a little nappy-headed bitch, then that's what the fuck I'ma do. And then when your child believe that she's a nappy-headed fucking bitch, and she crying about that shit, and then you gonna be standing there looking fucking stupid because it's your fault. It's your fucking fault. It's your fault. Because that's what you told her. That's what you made her believe. She was receptive to that because you her mama. So you got to be right. Right? You the parent. You're the authoritative figure. And you as a mama calls your daughter a little nappy head bitch. So that must be what she is, right? Because you the mama. What you say, go. So the fact that the little boy called her a nappy head bitch at school, that shouldn't matter, right? When she get to become a grown-ass woman and a nigga is verbally abusive and call her a nappy-headed bitch, that should be acceptable, right? Because that's what you told her she is. And that's how the cycle continue right there. That's how the fucking cycle continue right there. Because a lot of women who do not heal from that shit, who do not heal from the curses that our mothers and our fathers spoke onto us as children, the shit that they said to us, the things that they really felt about themselves that they spoke onto us to dim our light and diminish our confidence that we was brought to this planet with. We believe that shit and we carried it with us. We carried it. So when people said and did certain things to us, we tolerated it, we took it, and we believed it because our value was already tampered with as children. So it was easy for us to believe these negative, low vibrational ass things about us because a lot of times your parent is your first abuser. Whether it's verbally, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually. So then what happened? A woman don't hear from that shit. She's not aware that these things are not true, that your mother was speaking from a very hurt, unhealed place, a very traumatized place within. And she was not aware of that, or maybe she was aware of that and she spoke that shit onto you and you believe that shit, and now you are going through life feeling unworthy and not knowing your value and who you are as a human being, as a woman. You don't know who you are, so you accept and tolerate certain shit because that's who your mama told you was. So now at fucking 25, 30, 45, you will be a ride or die to a dirty dog ass worthless ass fucking nigga because that's all you feel you worth because of some shit your mama said. But we gonna sit up here and pretend like the shit that we say to our children, the words that we speak to them don't matter, right? We still gonna fucking sit up here and lie to y'all selves and sit in denial like the shit that we say to them and around them don't matter, right? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, the fuck. Yeah, okay. Children are like sponges. They reflect you. So that's going into the things that we say around them. I mean, it still go back to the things that we say to them because not only would they believe and internalize the negative ass shit that you say to them and calling them out their name and all that shit and the slurs that you use to your fucking children or the slurs that your parents use to you. Not only do they internalize that and start to believe that, but they speak that shit onto other people. They bully other fucking people. God damn, I'm gonna have to call you back. They bully other fucking people, and then the cycle of hurt people continues. The cycle of that shit continues, right? They reflect you. So the things they see you do, the things they hear you say, they gonna do this shit too. They gonna go out in the world, do this shit, hurt some other kids feeling, be the bully to some other kid because of your child. Because of your unhealed ass. Or vice versa. I'm gonna have to pause this because I keep getting phone calls. Part 2 coming soon.